Welcome back to part 3 of Telling Lies. I'm the Hawk, and as you will see here, I kind of sorted out these bookmarks off screen. Didn't think that was something anyone would want to see, really. So now we can have a better idea of what's going on with the story, at least. And some of you might have noticed in the last episode, while I was watching this video of Ava and David, the sound was completely cut off. That's because in that video she was playing music in the background, and according to YouTube that's copyrighted music, so I had to remove it before uploading the video. But let's hope there's not too many of those further in the game. But this is the story we have so far. It's just basically him talking to Maxine, David. Maxine talking to David, Ava and David. This is the meeting of I think it's the Green Groups or Green Storm or something along those lines. I think it's like activists who want to stop the pipeline from polluting the water. This is David talking to Mike, who I believe is kind of like his boss, if I'm not mistaken. This is just him bonding with some of the guys from Green Group. Yeah, I had to delete this one as well because it's the same video. This is just, I think, another conversation with him and Mike. Yeah. And he's talking to Harry here about the explosives he needed for the bridge, I believe. This is where he exposed Simon, was another guy undercover from the corporation that the Green Group was against, Green Storm. So David exposed him right here. And this one... Okay, it's the exact same one. I just let them both. For some reason, I can delete this one as well. This is where he found out that Ava is actually pregnant with his child. And then he found out he was being pulled off the case, I believe. Here, I think he was talking to Maxine, telling him his situation, that Ava is pregnant and he's still got his wife at home, so he just keeps digging his hole a whole lot deeper. And right here was the last video we actually watched in the last part. Last video we watched in the last part. I wanted to go back to this one, actually, because I wanted to see what happens earlier in this video, but we'll get back to that in a second, because that's what I want to start this episode. Here David's talking to Ava about the birth, because she wanted her own birth. It looks like he wants to take her to a hospital, or he wants her to book into a hospital, or however. And this is actually a video that Maxine sent to David, where she informed him that all of their calls are recorded, and she's basically got all the evidence against him from Ava and his wife and everything that happened. So she was blackmailing him, and right here he went to get her to delete the files. And yeah, as you will see in a second.
Ohio's a stand your ground state. Always wanted to do this.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, as you see right there, it did not work out for him. And right here, he was speaking to Mike about everything that happened, I believe. This is Harry, one of his co-workers. And then right here is where he decided that he's going to end it all. He went to the bridge with the explosives, blew up the bridge and probably the pipeline. And yeah, he basically killed himself in the process. And I saved this one so I can remember the other child's name that he has with Ava, which is Star. Wanted to see if anything pops up further if I search Star. But anyway, back to this video. It looks like she's being arrested by the FBI. Just want to see what happens earlier. She's probably speaking to David here. Okay, let's see.
I woke up and you were gone. No, I'm off coffee. Just hurry back. All these hormones are making me super horny. And look what it's done to my tits already. Even better. Touch yourself right now. When did you become such a prude? Come on, I'm doing it. I've been thinking about you all morning. Imagine I'm there in the passenger seat, just unbutton your flag. Come on.
This party is about to be crashed real soon. She doesn't even know.
I know you're hard, babe. Come on, Pookie. Come on. Just take a little bit off. David, there's someone in the apartment. Oh my god! Ah!
Get your head!
Who are you? Who are
Get
you?
down on the fucking bed!
Oh my god!
Get down on the fucking
David!
bed!
David!
Face me
I'm
up!
pregnant! I'm pregnant! Please! I'm pregnant! Please! David!
Don't move!
David! Ah! Ah! Please! Please!
So that's where we are right now. But let's go from there. Okay, so let's see. Star. Okay, so she's probably just like singing to her ear. It looks like Ava. Let's start from here. And this is where she Alba sung Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, so that's why that's there. Let's see what's over here.
Twinkle, twinkle,
Yeah, oh, that's what it was.
twinkle.
So this is probably Ava.
Conceived under the stars. Big? Watch your mouth, David! Thank you. You know, I was thinking I'd like to meet Alba. I feel closer to her carrying a brother or sister.
Wait a minute. So I want to find the other end of this conversation. So she knows about Alba, but David probably told her that like he's divorced or maybe that he's a single parent or something, but probably not, because if he was a single parent, then Alba would be with him. So Ava probably believes that David and Emma are divorced, or whatever name he gave her.
Okay, well, you should tell them. I don't want there to be any bad blood. I want our child to feel connected to the whole family tree, all the branches. Such a responsibility. If it's a girl, Jane Mary Jones Martin. And if it's a boy, James David Jones Martin. You hate your name? Luck.
Okay.
Oh, her name is Star.
Star?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Hey Star. That's a nice name. It's a really beautiful baby.
Hey, do you mind not...
Sorry.
Excuse me, sir. David, I told you
Ava-
stay away.
Ava, I just wanted to see you.
Wait a minute, what? What's going on here?
Okay.
No, you don't get to see her.
Listen to me. This is a public place, okay? I can.
Get away before I call the
Ava,
police.
I wanna help you, okay? Ava, I wanna help
Go.
you.
Officer?
Please, Ava, come on.
Officer, this man is bothering us. Please. Please help.
Okay, wait, so David's not allowed to see Star, and Ava clearly hates him at this point.
Conceived under the stars.
Let's bookmark that one. Let's book this one. Let's see. Okay. See under the stars right here. So by this time, he was already born. But Maxine probably already sent all the files out. That's why Ava doesn't want David near Star. So that makes a lot more sense why he did this at the end, because basically lost everything. What else here? What happens if I search Alba? Should I? Yeah, let's just see what comes up there.
Well, I mean, Alba loves having me there, honey. Well, she's there to help. She's an extra pair of hands. Hey, Laura.
Okay, so that's a new name.
Yeah, I heard you came to help my two girls, so I really appreciate that, Laura.
Might have missed that cue. Just get that name quickly. Yeah, right here. So basically, if there's just a bunch of dots here, you bookmarked. Well, there aren't any subtitles, so that's what I was fixing in. Well, before I started this episode, so we kind of have an idea about what happened in every video, so I don't have to go write a bunch of tags and just I saved myself a lot of trouble. See if there's anything else happening here. Oh wait,
We both have important jobs, Laura. That's our life now, okay?
nothing more there. So this is probably Laura. Let's see the time, 9:15. Okay, it's the same day, but time doesn't really match up. Oh wait, okay, that's the length of the video. 12:07 p.m. So 2017, 11:10:99. So this one was before this one. Just see what's going on.
Okay, Mama, could you go check on Alba in the bathroom, please?
Sure. Bye, David.
not. And she's right. That's what's so infuriating. I got this. It's fine. You go catch some bad guys.
Not much over there. There's two left. Let's see.
I wanted Alba to be one of the more modern heroines, but Mama bought the costume. So. I love it. And she loves it.
Oh, doesn't she look so pretty?
I'm guessing this is just before the.
Important to
Oh, this is before Halloween. Never mind.
children, and I wanted her to feel special.
It's fine, Mama. Hey, why don't you go play in your room, sweetheart?
Walks in the door and he expects me to have my best face on.
Mama.
You're never gonna keep a man like you're keeping so opinionated. I'll run the bath.
You have to be here for Thanksgiving and the recital, okay? I sent you the date. The Bureau was very insistent that we were a strong family unit. You'd think they'd want to make some effort to keep things that way. We should frame that report with our diplomas. We're both great at taking tests. I gotta go.
Looks like most of us. He's got some problem with the in-laws. See what else is here.
Alba is so happy to have her Mima here, and I guess if she really is sick, then it's better she's here instead of on her own in Texas, you know?
So her mother is sick.
Screw you. You don't get to be jealous.
Well, if she's speaking to David, then I'm guessing she's right. With everything going on, he's the last one that gets to be jealous. Let's see, what was that name? Laura. I think I'm spelling it right. Okay, yeah, here's two more.
It's David. No, I'm at work, remember? I'm sure Emma told you I'm gonna be home in a few weeks for a short visit, though. Well, that's because my work doesn't look like normal work.
Guessing Laura is the grandmother.
No. It's David. Happy Thanksgiving.
Laura is probably the grandmother. Comes up a lot here.
Hey, Laura. I wasn't expecting you. You feeling okay? Is Emma there, Laura? Or Emma, it's Dennis. It's David. It's David, Laura. Paul. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Paul was a bad man. Okay. No. No, it's fine. You take care, Laura. Okay.
So let's go for this one again. So I want to bookmark this
Hey,
spot.
mate.
And then let's see if we find anything under Paul.
But we both lied about Paul. That's Mama. I gotta go. Have you slept with anyone? With anyone?
I think this... Just check something quickly. There's a certain video I'm looking for that I didn't bookmark. This one right here. I think this is the other end of the conversation we just saw.
Fuck, Emma. Yeah, well, I haven't been sleeping with anybody. Yeah, no, I am a special agent of the Federal Bureau.
Let's go back to that one. But before I make any assumptions, I'm just going to check this quickly. Should be one of the first ones. Right here. I'm guessing it's this. No, it's not even the same day. Never mind. 16, 18, no, it's not even the same day. I'm guessing here he already lied to her when he said that he hasn't been sleeping with anyone, because that's after this video. And I'm not going to be able to play this video because of the copyright music. But, yeah. So just want to see what's
But we both lied about Paul.
going on a bit earlier.
If it's that easy, then you could do anything.
So she's basically asking him about his job, but she doesn't understand how he can just basically live a separate life. Because they all see a friend, or in Ava's case, way more. But the question is, who actually knows the real David? Who knows who he really is?
Paul, that's right. He was always so polite, always would hold the door open for her. I appreciate that.
Okay, so that's... Okay, we saw the other end of this video earlier.
For Allstate this time.
So she likes the previous guy in Emma's life, and she's probably calling David Paul. She might make it look like an accident, but I'm not sure if it is.
Of course, she's gonna have to put the work in. You're too soft on her, Daniel.
Oh no, she's calling him Daniel.
David, the new boy. Who was the one before? Always brought her roses. Paul. That's right.
Oh, she's just a
He
bitch.
was always so polite, always would hold the door open for her. I appreciate that. She's always bringing home these boys she meets at the hospital. And I tell you, every time there's something wrong with them, David seems dependable.
Wait, I think if she's talking to David right now, then she might have like Alzheimer's or dementia. Something
He's
that might be the sickness she has. He's handsome too, reminds me of you. Okay, yeah, then
handsome too. Reminds me of you when you were younger and wore those sharp suits. Would you like me to have my daughter call you when she gets back? Paul. Handsome.
let's see. It's right here. Oh, wait, this is the same video. Never mind. So this, yeah, I think this is around about the same video then. Okay, so that might be what they were talking about when Emma said that the mother was sick. So this is Laura, Alva's grandmother. She's really confused, it seems. What else is here?
We've never talked about Paul.
This video is 7 minutes long. I'm not gonna watch everything.
His car parked on the street outside. I went straight into the apartment. He was grabbing you, and I feared for your life.
It's 4 in the morning, babe.
Sorry. I don't have much time.
I'm going to bed. Come wake me up when you're done. You're a fucking vampire.
I'm gonna see. I think this might finish the game this episode. See how long it goes on for.
Here's Paul. He's an accountant. He wanted to be a professional tennis player, but he was only the 10th best tennis player in his state. So sometimes he hits people to make himself feel like he still has that killer serve. Emma meets Paul at work when he comes in to have a torn wrist ligament looked at. This is David. He is a gorgeous young FBI agent. And Emma meets him at work too, where he is very chivalrous and steps in when a drunk patient in the ER calls her a bitch. So Emma stops dating Paul. She's dating David now. But Paul keeps getting drunk and calling Emma up and telling her that he loves her and sometimes that he hates her. And so David, wait a second. David starts watching over Emma's apartment. Every night after they go on a date, the handsome FBI agent sits outside in his car and watches over her while she sleeps. It's very romantic. David doesn't know that Emma knows this, and she doesn't tell him. But you know, it does help her sleep at night. She feels safe. So, one night, after they go out for ice cream, Paul calls, says he wants to come over. And Emma tells him to come, thinking that David will scare Paul off, and that will be that.
Tell him to come in the first place. She should have just told him to screw off.
But when Paul turns up, David waits in the car. And when Emma goes to answer the door, Paul pushes his way in. He argues with her and he cries and he rants and he raves. And Emma gives him a hug because she's a nurse, and that's what nurses do when men cry. And that's when David gets out of his car and comes into the apartment with his pistol drawn. And when he opens the door and he sees Paul and Emma, he doesn't look handsome anymore. He looks angry.
Oh, no shit.
Paul steps back and he looks scared. And Emma looks scared too. And David fires his pistol and he shoots Paul in the lung.
Oh, that's in episode 1 of the series. David spoke to Maxine about someone he killed, that he shot but he didn't kill him instantly. He shot him through the lung and he watched him drown in his own blood. So this was Paul. Now, I don't agree with what Emma did here, but I don't think it was necessary to kill the guy. You can teach him a lesson, whatever. But, damn, alright.
Fires his pistol and he shoots Paul in the lung. It takes Paul about 10 minutes to die. Emma could have helped stop the bleeding and maybe he could have lived, but David tells her not to. It was unlikely that Paul would have made it. And sometimes David points out it's better just to let the bad guys die.
I can agree with that, but not in this case. I mean, some guys deserve to die, definitely. Some guys, like Paul, just deserve to get the shit kicked out of them, and hopefully they learn a lesson. This is one messed up situation.
After watching a guy bleed out together, they get married. That helps make things make sense. Even so, Emma is sure that she'll be scared of David forever and ever. You waited because you wanted to save me. You wanted to be a fucking knight in shining armor. You look so small on the screen.
Look, she can't pin this all on him, though. She should never have told him to come over. She knew basically the bad blood there was between all three of them. So, and she knew David was going to be there. I mean, he could have definitely handled it a lot better, but she's not innocent in this. None of them are.
I love you, David. But I'm not scared of you anymore. Goodbye.
Guessing this is after she received the tapes from Maxine. Should be somewhere here. Right here. Yeah. No. This is before. I just want to check something.
Delete the files, Max. Okay? It's Maxine Williams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Your parents know what you do, Maxine Williams?
Now who's trying to blackmail who?
I think she says in this video or the previous one when she sent the videos yesterday. So that means no, it's the 23rd then. So still after this. Okay. I don't think I've ever searched Maxine. Okay, that's all that comes up. Right, it's this one. Okay. What did she say her other name was? Yeah.
It's Melissa. Melissa? Okay. When I snap my fingers, wake up.
What was this?
Me? Do you like talking to me? What do you really think about me? What? Hmm. Melissa.
Well, it's 2 minutes past 5, so what's going on? I have to like undelete stuff now. Because one of those things we read said that we should delete these files before they catch her. Okay, let's wait a minute. Can I somehow get the bookmarked files? I don't think so. Let's let's see what's happened, what's going on. Open connection to WikiLeaks and upload files. Once upload starts, it cannot be cancelled. So I think this might give us a conclusion to the story, but I kind of want to. There's police sirens. Should I do it? Screw it. Let's see. So I guess this is going to trigger the ending. I was just worried if we take too long, then she might get caught, and we might get a kind of a bad ending. I would like to have watched more of these videos. I think there's a lot more we can learn from this. So there's definitely some parts that I'm still confused about. It doesn't entirely make sense. I'm guessing because of what he what he said to Maxine about him killing the guy, shooting him through the lung. She also sent those videos out, so he was probably in a lot of legal issues as well. Because if they can connect what he said to Maxine to how Paul died, then that would make a lot of sense. Okay, so what happens now? Yes, now she's destroying the laptop or the external drive? Looks like the laptop. You have to give me a conclusion to the story, at least. Because I know there are multiple endings to this. I want to see what happened. I almost thought that was the end. Also, the one who plays Maxine, I thought the whole time that I knew her from somewhere. I recognized her. And she is actually an actress in the series Westworld.
When we heard what David did,
Okay,
I
yes, the
took
ending.
out my wedding ring and threw it into the ocean. I will never watch the video he left for us. I don't remarry. In a few years' time, I will decide I don't need to be a nurse anymore and will start teaching tennis to girls. I will stay fit and always look 10 years younger than I am. Alba will leave home at 18 and do exactly what she wants to do.
Wow. Okay. So she never even saw the video about David blowing up the bridge, and well, I think it's for the best, especially for Alba. She didn't have to see that anyway. It looks like that's it. Right, let's see what we can find here. Memorandum for Staff Director and Minority Staff Director on the House Committee of Security Issues. FYI, RE, David and Karen. This is to update the committee on interim findings from the investigation into the information leaked by ex-FBI Special Agent Karen Douglas. Digital forensics has determined the full extent of the breach and of Douglas's actions on 6/23/2019. The initial source of the data that she received has been traced to the NSA civilian employee who recently resigned their position, Marcus. I don't think we've found anything of a Marcus. On 6/22/2019, the civilian employee provided Douglas with a hard drive with 6 hours of footage on it contained in a local dump of Retina database. As you are aware, this data was focused on the FBI's Operation Green Dagger, of which Douglas was a member. Team tracking Douglas was able to locate her once she began to upload her package. However, the upload was completed and she destroyed her laptop before they could detain her. Despite the physical damage, we have been able to extract enough information to map her actions against the leaked dataset. We believe the package shared by media outlets was the entire package uploaded by Douglas. No, definitely wasn't. There were a lot more videos. Of the stolen dataset, Douglas personally reviewed just under half of the footage. Okay, that makes more sense. Leaking 63 individual files, our analysis showed that she focused most of the footage featuring Emma Smith, the wife. No, wait a minute. I could have sworn we have a lot more footage of David. Okay, but Emma was probably on the other side of the conversation. Okay. We characterize motivation as being primarily political, frequently accessed records, David's legend, I think that's his first video. Wife details shooting, David games. Okay. A partial restoration of Douglas's metadata search gives a sense of her interest. Sample queries, Eric, David, Mike. Mike, she fucked him. Mike, wait a minute. Mike is David's boss or co-worker, if I'm not mistaken. A full copy of the extracted map will be shared with relevant departments. NSA initially suspended the civilian employee's access to NSA sensitive compartmented information, and 2 weeks later revoked his security clearance and notified him of the proposal to remove him from NSA employment. He admitted to a brief relationship with Douglas during questioning. Oh, she's not nearly as innocent as she appeared to be. He remained in an uncleared employee status pending appeal of the revocation and resigned a week later. He has not filed an appeal of fuck that. He remained in an uncleared employee status. He resigned a week later. has not filed an appeal. Should you have questions or require additional information, please contact me, Alan M. Sharp. All my love, BH. Use that then. Okay, so that's the ending we got. So there's still a lot more videos we can go through. I'll see if I can get a couple more. Maybe get another ending. I will just cut to that part then. And let's see what else we can find.
You killed a man. No, we murdered him, and it wasn't to protect me. And you've never laid a hand on me. Yeah, well, you didn't have to, did you? Because that's what the gun and the badge are for. You really earned your wings that day, didn't you? You got your gun off, you had your first blood. They really toasted you back at the field office for that one.
Okay, so that was one of the endings. I'll just go check out some of the others, and I will probably add them to the end of this video. And then afterwards, just give my thoughts about it all.
I never watched the video David made, and I didn't attend the inquiry. I like to pretend that the bomb erased him in the past and in the present. It'll take a while for me to figure out how a real relationship works. But in the meantime, I keep busy, make a name for myself as a journalist for the Detroit Free Press. When I'm 37, I'll move in with a school teacher named Jaden who was born on the same day as me. Star never stops being special.
Mom is right. I am pretty special. And when I turn 18, my grandma will try to tell me about my dad, and I will stop her. Shush, Grandma, I'll say. I'm happy.
Mom is right. At 18, I will leave home and do exactly what I want to do. At 40, I will have a child of my own. I will write 100 names on pieces of paper and then put them in a bag and let her pick hers out.
I don't believe in karma, but after I shot that FBI agent, the market picks up and I end up selling my 2 apartments and making a profit. I briefly think about going back into real estate, but fuck that. Instead, I will move to New York and set up my own cam agency. We won't make much money, but we'll never lose much money either. And everyone will get paid what they're worth. And when I'm 40, I will release my first novel under my real name. It will be a success. And when I die at 84, the obituaries will remember me only as a novelist who wrote crime fiction with strong female leads. I hate that phrase and will turn in my grave.
So, looks like nobody actually watched the video that David left for them. Can't really blame them. Looks like they're all doing good for themselves in their own way. I believe those are all the endings that are in the game and all the epilogues. When I got the first ending with Emma, I actually didn't get the last part with Alba, with her telling a bit more about her story. So I hope you enjoyed the series, and thank you all for sticking around. If you enjoyed it and you enjoy the content I put out, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future uploads or any future videos. And I will see you next time.